Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. So in this video we are going to be reviewing Ma, which is a psychological thriller movie by Blumhouse Productions. Now I remember watching this movie about a year ago and just thinking it was just absolutely brilliant. It's very creepy, it's very scary, it's got all of the brilliant psychological thriller aspects that you would expect from this genre, but it's just told so well. And actually, like I said before, it's actually really comedic as well. You can tell that the cast are having a great time making this film, and as a result the audience has a great time. It's got brilliant jump scare moments in there, an epic cast, and just a brilliant story, very complicated characters that's just told so well. And I really enjoy this movie, and I'm going to equally enjoy breaking it down in this movie review. So in terms of the plot of this movie, it starts off as a bit of an innocent teen flick movie in terms of a group of high school students who want to get their hands on some alcohol. They ask passers-by to buy this for them from a supermarket, and most of the passers-by say no, apart from Sue Allen, who reluctantly gets this for them, and then this becomes a bit of a regular thing as Sue Allen, or Ma, buys alcohol for the group of kids on a regular basis. Things then turn a little bit sinister as Ma invites the kids down to her place and they begin to party in her basement. Ma then becomes a little bit obsessed with this group of students who get a bit trapped in this situation as Ma's basement becomes the new go-to place for all of the other high school students to party. So this group of kids and the other kids become embroiled in a bit of a sinister situation. You also find out a little bit more about Ma's backstory and see why she is behaving the way that she is, and as a result of that you begin to fear for everyone's life. So in terms of the characters and actors in this movie, they are absolutely brilliant. Like I said, it is a really stripped back, low-key movie, but that being said, it packs such a great punch. And the cast and characters in this film are just absolutely brilliant. So let's go through them one by one. So first up, we have Octavia Spencer, who just brilliantly plays the character of Sue Allen and Ma, and she really does bring this character to life. And she plays all of the different facets of this character so well, in terms of being a nice lady, in terms of being an absolute psycho, in terms of being really vengeful, in terms of being really broken, etc. And like I said before, you really understand why this character is doing what she's doing, which is really great. And like I said before, she plays two sides of this character so well. So she's actually really comedic on the one side, because some of her scenes are just absolutely brilliant, real laugh out loud moments, which is really cool. But then at the same time, she's really able to be quickly turning into a really sinister character that you're really fearing all of the other characters' lives because of, which is just really cool. So Octavia Spencer really brings the character of Sue Allen and Ma to life. Next up we have Diana Silvers, who plays Maggie in this movie, and she is the new girl in town, and she is the central lead character from the high school character's perspective. She's also the first one to realize that something sinister is going on in Ma's basement, and as a result of that, it really does come back to haunt her. Next up we have Fogelmanis, who was from the Boy Meets World spin-off, and in this movie he plays a character called Andy, who has a little bit of a loose connection to the Ma character, and as a result of that gets targeted by Ma in a slightly different way to the rest of the group. And finally we have Luke Evans, who is also in this movie. I won't divulge too much about his character as we'll enter spoiler territory, but what I will say is that he also has a bit of a loose connection to the Ma character, and as a result of that he definitely feels the wrath of the Ma character. So as you can see, the cast and characters of this movie are really good, and they really do shape and bring the Ma movie to life. In terms of the visuals of this movie, it's a relatively low budget movie at $5 million, which may sound like a lot of money, but if you compare it to other movies which have hundreds of millions of dollars assigned to them, this is a relatively low budget movie, but actually it works really well. It is a stripped back movie, but it's still terrifying because of the twisted and brilliant central lead character, and the camera angles in this movie are just absolutely amazing. It's got a lot of jump scare moments, which is just really cool, and it uses technology in a really clever way as well, as there are smartphones in this movie, and the character of Ma just uses this so brilliantly and so hilariously as well. So, you know, from a visuals point of view, this movie is pretty awesome. In terms of comparisons, I would say Ma's probably in the middle of the psychological thriller genre. So I'd say it's a lot better than Loose and The Roommate. Maybe on the same level as The Boy Next Door and Single White Female, and maybe not as good as Get Out, Us and The Secret Obsession. By the way, you can check out my reviews of all of those movies by clicking the link in the description box below. But like I said, from a comparison point of view, Ma definitely sits in the middle. So at the end of the movie, you find out that the reason that the Sue Allen Ma character is the way that she is because she got humiliated back in high school by Andy's dad, Ben, and she still hasn't gotten over this. So it's a really interesting examination of what can happen to a character at a young age and how they can really suffer from this and still not get over it even at a later age. So it's a really interesting examination into why the Ma character is the way that she is. But yeah, in terms of the storyline, she tries to take a picture with the original group of high school students, kind of really showing that she really hasn't gotten past what happened to her in high school. She also kills Ben and Mercedes for what they did to her back in high school, and she also tries to kill all of the other high school students as well. So a really terrifying ending, a really great final act, and overall a brilliant movie from start to finish. So overall, I actually really enjoyed Ma. I thought it was a brilliant movie, really funny, really entertaining, and really terrifying at the same time. A brilliantly complicated and gripping central character. And I just thought the storyline was super interesting. Like I said before, I thought the mental health aspect of the character was brilliant, and I really liked how the movie balanced being really terrifying and really funny and really interesting at the same time. Like I said before as well, I really like the use of technology and all of the jump scare moments, the use of mobile phone technology as well, and just how relentless this character of Sue Allen / Ma is, and how she just victimizes all of these different characters, and how she is a woman on a mission and is just relentless in her pursuit of revenge. So overall, I thought it was a really cool movie, and for all of those reasons, I'm going to give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. A brilliant psychological thriller movie that you have to check out if you haven't seen it already. And I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.